Guys, you'll never believe what happened. I won a trip to Paris. Okay, so let me rewind a little bit. So last summer I was researching trips and vacations, and I was on the Contiki website, and I happened to stumble upon like an ad saying enter to win a free trip to Paris, and I was like, okay, I've got nothing to do in the summer. I looked at it, and basically you had to create either a 30-second video saying why they should choose you on the cruise to Paris, or a photo collage. So I opted for a video. I made a 30-second video with my Bitmoji and kind of narrated over it. Super simple because it was only 30 seconds long. I'll link to the video that I made down below. But forgot all about it. And fast forward like 2 months later, I get this Facebook message from a stranger. I click on it out of curiosity. I thought it was spam. But it happened to be like someone who worked for UNIWORLD, the company that was giving away the free cruise to Paris, saying that I was chosen to be one of the contest winners. So I was excited but skeptical at the same time. I was like, okay, this seems, I don't know if it's too good to be true or not. But fast forward a few weeks later, we were in email correspondence, and basically I had won an all-inclusive, all expenses paid cruise to Paris, including flights, lodging because it was on a cruise, food, drinks, excursions for 2 people. So it was amazing. After all was said and done, when October of last year rolled around, I was en route to Paris for the first time ever. And it was a crazy whirlwind trip. It lasted only 5 days, but I got to see like a taste of Paris, and it was amazing. Basically, they were giving away the cruises because the parent company, UNIWORLD, has been around for a while. But if you're not aware, river cruising, is a great way to see Europe and different countries with rivers. But the majority of the people that choose to do river cruises are older people, because it's usually more relaxed pace. You don't have to pack and unpack. You're staying in one place, and you kind of get to see a lot of the country. So UNIWORLD is trying to change that and make river cruising a thing for millennials as well. And so this cruise is limited to millennials, but they target millennials by doing activities that millennials would want to do, such as biking, silent disco, all these cool and fun activities and excursions that are all paid for. So this video has been a long time coming, but here's the footage of my whirlwind, crazy, free 5 days in Paris. I hope you like it. I just landed in Paris, and I can't believe I'm actually here. I immediately dropped off my bags and hop aboard a pontoon, which is a more intimate way to see the city. Oh, and I ran a 20K too, which started and ended at the Eiffel Tower. At the Eiffel Tower once again in the afternoon, and guess who's here?
We're back!
Jessie and Cactus, starring Cactus. Yay! How do you feel to be in Paris?
It's amazing! Beautiful weather!
Eiffel Tower. Catching a glimpse of the Eiffel Tower is still so surreal to me. I feel like I'm in a dream.
The streets of Paris.
Where should we go?
Looking for macarons.
Here? I hope I always have this sense of wonder and curiosity to me, not just in Paris, but everywhere, to see the world with new eyes and to always look up.
We continue?
Champ de Mars or Café Les Dômes. They both look good. Over there?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know what this is. Ooh, and what's that?
That's passion fruit.
Oh. I like exploring without an agenda, just perusing the marketplaces, picking up things that I find interesting. We also stumbled upon this coffee shop, Café Constant, owned by Christian Constant. Evidently, it is a Michelin star restaurant. We drank our Parisian hot chocolate in this tiny corner cafe next to some Parisian screenwriters. On board the Bee, there was always something unique and interesting going on, like drumming on the rooftop, or during meal times where it was open seating and you really had to get out of your comfort zone, sit next to whoever you wanted to and just kind of socialize and make new friends. One night, we wrote our well wishes on these paper lanterns, lit them up, and sent them off into the night sky to send our good wishes for the Bee to have a smooth maiden voyage.
We're in Rouen, walking through the busiest street. We have all these shops.
Normandy, France. It's very charming, and there is a clock at the end. Finally! How is it? Delicious?
The bread is so good.
Yum, ham. Yay, can't wait to try it. What I appreciate about river cruising is stopping at these tiny port cities like Rouen that is so charming and charismatic, but that I would have never heard of otherwise. Dare I say, in some ways, it's more unique and picturesque than some other major cities. Dinners were always on the ship, and one night for dessert, the chefs came out and threw all of the dessert and its toppings on the table, and we just had to kind of go for it. Summertime in Europe is great and all, but there is something inexplicably beautiful about walking around Paris in the fall. Feeling the crisp air and seeing the different colors of foliage and being all bundled up.
Walking? Oh, I forgot. Oh, we're at the gardens of Versailles.
Awesome. Look at the greenery. Beautiful. Headed back to Paris. Au revoir, en France. Cheers.
Cheers.
What are we doing?
Kayaking day.
One of my highlights of the trip was kayaking along the Eure River. I didn't realize how much I would enjoy it. I think because I went in with no expectations. I do have to clarify that I did get a lot of nettle allergies, but those can be avoided if you know how to kayak well and you're a little bit more careful than we were. Kayaking along the river. Well, Jesse's kayaking. I'm just enjoying the ride. It's our last night in France. We're leaving tomorrow, so we're not going to get any sleep. I'm no Paris expert or anything, but I think when you visit Paris, you have to appreciate the Eiffel Tower from afar, like going on a picnic, but also getting up close and personal, going up the Eiffel Tower and being able to see the panoramic views of the city. At night on board the cruise ship, we would have these cool activities like a silent disco or a pajama party on our last night. And let me tell you, it was so surreal dancing in the moonlight and seeing the shimmering lights of the Eiffel Tower get closer and closer. Thanks to You by UNIWORLD and this crazy 30-second video that I made, I was able to have a whirlwind of a trip in Paris. Till next time, au revoir, Paris. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to follow along.